Well, hello and welcome to the Claremont Hotel. We're talking about tourism and the aspects of actually working in the business. We've got various people all involved in that. Head of the Chamber of Commerce, of course, Ron, you, as well as running the hotel. Let's start with you. And obviously not a Manx guy or anything like that. You started from the bottom up, didn't you, in the whole business?
Yeah, I think I'm called a stayover by now. So
Yes.
I've been here for 14 years. Started actually in this building, in the Claremont Hotel, exactly 14 years ago.
And of course the Man Hotel, an interesting story in itself. I mean, a massive development there, and we'll come to that in a second. Alana, the Sefton, I mean, there's a group that goes back a long, long way in tourism, and well, you've seen the pains and coming out the other side, I trust. Is it an industry to work in?
It absolutely is. I think there's so many misconceptions of what hotel work was and is. It's changed so much. We have different varieties of roles, different positions, and great career prospects within the hotel. It really is a good industry to be in.
Well, Mark, you've done a lot of investment into this place. I mean, everyone has heard about that. The Claremont, a success story, but it comes at a massive price. But does it attract the people that you want to work in the industry?
Yes, Paul, it does. And we recently took out a new policy for the Claremont where we pay the living wage now here. So we pay at least £1 over and above the required minimum wage. So our aspiration for this hotel, for the Claremont, is to just recruit and retain the very best people in the industry, because that's what the hotel aspires to. It does, as Alana has said, it does give us great opportunities to also develop people. So our general manager here, Ricardo, he came to work for us 8-9 years ago as a sort of conference porter, and he now runs a hotel and he's doing a fantastic job. So he's another example of a great success story.
Well, you know, you've worked from the bottom up. It is long hours, it's antisocial hours, and overall not well paid. There's a stereotypical thing, right? Defend it or challenge it.
Well, wrong and wrong. I think at times, obviously, there are long hours, but if you've got the right team in place, I don't see a reason why anybody should have to work overtime. With regards to pay, like Mark just said, you know, £1 over minimum wage.
You're doing the same way? You minimum wages?
Not at the moment.
Oh.
But we don't have that many staff that are on minimum wage, so we try to pay within reason what we can. However, like Alana said as well, career progression opportunities, you have supervisor level, you have management level, so the pay is actually very decent. Those days are gone that you struggle to get by.
Let's talk about churn rate though, because this is probably what it's down to. How many staff do you see through? You're HR after all, so you must know the numbers. There is churn, isn't there? Quite a lot.
Yeah, there is. But for a variety of factors, it's not just because they come and it's too long hours, the pay is not good enough, the job is too hard. There's a whole variety of reasons. But yes, in those summer months, we do have a turnover, it's true. But then at the same time, we have some staff come through that we just see such potential in, and we've supported them through going to college, on day release. We've taken them on various programs, and you know, occasionally, you know, you get that right person, and then that's it. They will stay with us.
Anyone watching this who goes to a coffee shop, let alone the hotels, will know that, and forgive me when I put this, that they're not, English is maybe not their first language almost. Isn't that a scenario that you're dealing with people coming in all the time? You're having to get themselves work, well, you used to have problems with work permits and all that thing. Isn't that a thing?
We get lots of people from all over the world, all over Europe. We get local workers, Paul. We get it. It's not about where they come from. It's about giving great service. It's about giving great hospitality to our guests. There are many opportunities to earn good money in this industry. Once you progress up to supervisory and management level, over that, indeed, you know, you may take on 2 or 3 sites. There are great opportunities for people. It's all about people who come in, want to work hard, want to put the effort in, and they will get great rewards. It's not an industry. Back in the day, people used to work 60, 70 hours a week, and their take-home pay would be below minimum wage. Those days have gone. This is now a great industry to work in.
But a lot of casual workers or 0-hour workers?
No, there's no such thing. I mean, people can work as little as they want or as much as they want. If people only want to work 10 hours a week, we can find them a job somewhere doing something. If they want to work 40 hours a week, we can do that likewise. And in the summer, when it's really busy, such as last week or so,
a little event called the TT.
This little event called the TT. They can literally work as many hours as they want within reason, you know, without getting overtired and so on. So there are vacancies and there are opportunities for whatever your background is. If you're a parent at home and you want to work weekends or you want to work mornings or nights, we can do that for you as well.
I think that's the great thing about having the flexibility in some of these contracts. It's often looked on negatively, but the amount of people we have that enjoy, as you've just said, between working parents, between maybe we're a second job, or all of those things, those different contracts bring all that together for them.
Well, you're all members of the Chamber, so people out there, heaven forbid, who might be thinking, this is a bit of a setup. You've given us 3 good, class hotels as such. I mean, what about the smaller operations and the coffee shops and everything else that works in service industry? Are they looked after?
I think as a general rule, everybody, we would like to think, they are at least earning the minimum wage. That's outside of that.
I think if you don't look after your staff, you shouldn't be in business in first instance. So it boils down to an individual business. If you don't look after your staff, who are your bread and butter, then you shouldn't really be in the business.
In the service industry, definitely.
Well, but there are also, Paul and Ron, there are also so many different places now. There's so many new restaurants on the Isle of Man. The whole hospitality here has changed in the last 10 years. There is much better places to go and eat. There are much better hotels, and that brings great competition, but it also means career opportunities, and it means that we have to get the very best staff, and it's a sort of give and take for us. We have to look after people, or they won't stay. So it's not just about getting people in, it's retaining them as well. So it's very important that everybody, be it a 4-star hotel or be it a coffee shop, they have to look after people. So that's our message. It's not like the olden days where people were maybe worked too hard and underpaid. That doesn't happen anymore.
Well, let's just talk about the work permit situation. Were you all happy that it was relaxed, and was it an issue at one stage to hold or even get the staff here in the first place?
From a HR perspective, we did have issues. With the new regulations in place, it's amazing. It's changed it for us considerably. We've had permits back in as little as 2 hours. So,
it's made such a difference, and we weren't getting work permits turned down, Paul. That was the whole issue.
Delayed, weren't they?
It was just the process that we had to go through to employ people.
I think the story you said, like you get chef and you got them, but you can't get them until the paperwork's done. By that stage, they've gone somewhere else.
Exactly. We have a vacancy. We have a vacancy that we can start paying now, but we have to wait 2 weeks for a piece of paper to come back. And the work permit system was there to protect Manx workers, and quite rightly so. But when you're advertising positions and not getting any applicants, why do we need the system? So the system as it works now is still there to protect local workers, but it's a much quicker, faster process.
And that's all we ever wanted. I don't think any of us objected to the actual basis of a work permit. It was the process that it took, the time it took. And now, from a HR, I processed it. It's great, it's made a big difference.
And are you all poaching each other's staff then?
Occasionally.
No, I think we have a sort of common.
The wrong word, I think.
We all work. We know each other. We work closely.
I'll tell you after the interview.
No, it's not that bad. It isn't. Unless we have someone really good, then we try and keep it.
And just looking in the future, you all have to invest into your product, I'm guessing, moving away from just what we're talking about there, but just the hotels and the competition. You mentioned that. Is it better than it has been, and where's the future going?
It's much better than it ever was. I mean, we took a decision. I can't speak for Rum and the Sefton Group, obviously, but we took a decision to put money into our hotels, particularly this hotel, and it's worked for us. We get a marginal return on it. It's not as though we're busy every day all year round, because this is a very seasonal island, as we know, but we took a decision to do that. We're seeing a return on it, and there are new hotels coming online. We've got the new Premier Inn, which is being built as we speak. We have the Mount Murray to reopen soon as well, and there may be other hotels coming online. So we all have to up our game.
Yeah, agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
absolutely.
And I mean, yours is a new build as such. You converted, and you're a very old build as such.
We are a very old build.
Got excitement in the process. I'm sure you can't talk about that today, but it does sound interesting.
It does. We have secured the site, and the plans are going forward, and so hopefully, we will be able to release some more information on that. But it is exciting, and there's a big buzz about it at the Palace Hotel and the Sefton Hotel. And again, I think new things coming in. It's great for everybody. It keeps everybody upping their game. We can't just sit still as an industry. We have to keep moving forward. So a little bit of healthy competition, it's good for that.
Indeed. Well, let's finish this with people watching this and get inspired. You can have, it's like a contestant thing, A, B, and C. Who do you want to go and work for? Seriously, though, people want to, do they ring the hotel? How do they go about it? You know, all you guys, you know, if someone's interested in positions, just go to the employment exchange. Yeah,
I'd say they're welcome to pop in anytime just to have a look around, even if they're not looking for work, see what we're all about. We're more than happy to talk to anyone. I think we all have an open door policy.
Yeah, definitely. We have emails that I can give you to add into your links. You can come into the reception desk. You can just contact us at the hotel. We have a huge variety of positions at the moment. So,
yes, same as we have vacancies now, not just in the Claremont, but in our seasonal hotels, the Chester House and Rutland. We're actually recruiting for a few positions now. If people go to our website, sleepwellhotels.com, there is a careers little page there. They can apply through that.
And just one final, how was TT for you all? And was it as good as everyone was thinking it was, or were the numbers down?
We were on par with last year, having said the amazing weather. Thanks to the amazing weather, I think everybody who was here enjoyed themselves immensely. But we had a great TT.
Same for us, yeah. Great, busy, lots of people coming through.
You can say the same. So if you can't do TT, you can't get it right?
It was great to see the sun shining for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was the most important thing. Our visitors had an amazing time. The TT and the racing was spectacular. The new TT Village was a roaring success. Yeah. I think there are people locally who will have concerns over that taking capacity out of restaurants and bars, but that's for another day. It was an amazing facility, and well done to Martin and his team.